Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to another She's Just Trying video. Today, because I promised, ages ago, we're gonna do another Sandersides video. And when I looked at the comments of the video I'd released, asking about what video I should do, I saw that the jury on what I should do was pretty split. So I decided, why don't we just do all three videos? Sorta. First, we're gonna talk about proven theories and the brilliant minds behind them. Then we're gonna do selfishness versus selflessness, and then we're gonna talk about the rainbow theory. We're gonna do that in 3 different parts. But before that, let me just say thank you for 500 subscribers, or at least I hope I have 500 subscribers by the time I publish this video. I know I've been lacking in content, but I hope that when I get a consistent schedule, when university is over for the summer, that I'll be able to publish a lot better. I'm hoping for 1 video a week, so let's hope that we get that. If you guys have any stories you want me to read on the channel, I usually do Reddit stories because I find those interesting, email them to me. I have an email in my description usually. I also have a Twitter. You should be able to contact me on that, and I'll be able to give you credit, and I'll be able to put it in my video. So without further ado, let's get on to the theories that have been proven. Before I start, I'd like to say thanks to MOF, Sophia A. Perros, and Chocolate-Filled Marshmallows for the suggestion of doing proven theories. This video is all about the theories that were proven by the smartest of Sandersides fandom theorists. Keep in mind, this has spoilers for pretty much every single episode that's ever been released of Sandersides, including the newest ones, though the newest one about the Crofters Jam isn't actually spoiled in this. It also doesn't have spoilers for flirting with social anxiety, so you can watch this if you haven't watched those two. Just keep in mind, you have been warned. So, the first theory I'd like to talk about is one that the community had done before the most recent episodes came out that turned out to be true. This specific fan theory was made by a slimy girl on Tumblr, and it's based on the episodes of Selfishness versus Selflessness, and it perfectly analyzes how the decision that Roman makes at the end of the video is detrimental to Thomas, and how they should have followed what Deceit said from the very beginning. Everything that they said, from the fact that him going to the wedding wasn't a way of selflessness, but a self-destructive decision that would end up harming Thomas, all came to be true. This fact ends up being apparent in the next video, Selflessness versus Selfishness Redux, where we get to see how sad Thomas is in the opening sequence, and also the song after that. It goes on to the next fact that Thomas in the show is constantly seen taking care of others, trying to make others happy, safe, and loved, while the only time in a lot of the show that he gets to see his own time to express himself is throughout his time when he's talking to the sides. In any normal situation, a person will be beyond socially burned out, let alone in this situation where you're stuck between your future or the future happiness of your friends. It's a situation that a lot of us have been in before, but the way that Thomas is seen to be in so many situations that are correlated to this dilemma is wild. For example, the episode Can Lying Be Good is related to the fact that Thomas, for once, was self-indulgent and he missed Joan's performance. He spent so much time beating himself up to the point of a new side showing up, all for it to not matter. Joan didn't care. Their friendship wasn't defeated because of one show, because that's not how friendships work. Duh. Another theory that was proven to be very, very true at the end of Intrusive Thoughts was the fact that Virgil was part of the dark sides. Not that that was really hidden at all, but it was never really confirmed to be a real theory. Tumblr users Limited Edition Sandersides blog and Winnie the Pooh show exactly what the theory was. They talk about small facial gestures that Virgil showed when Roman coined the term dark sides. It also shows how Deceit talks to Virgil in embarrassing phases the nightmare instead of Christmas, as if they're old friends. Deceit says, "Very well done, Virgil, you're so evolved." Quote, This line by itself holds a lot of meaning depending on whether or not it's interpreted as a lie. Deceit could either be mocking Virgil for having not actually changed at all, or admitting that he has in fact grown. However, what he says next leans the meaning more towards the former option. Also going on to say, when Virgil questions Deceit's reasoning for being there, his response is, a bunch of talk about Halloween, a season for dressing up and pretending to be someone or something else. The theory goes on to show more and more evidence as to how Virgil was a dark side, talking about the way that Virgil talks about deceit. Quote, "Sound familiar? It should, as it's what Logan, Roman, and Thomas had told him on multiple occasions back before his redemption arc. Deceit played perfectly on one of Virgil's insecurities, of being useless to Thomas and manipulated him to play the game he didn't want to be part of. Then during his interrogation, Virgil says something rather interesting. He's a liar, you literally know him as Deceit. Why didn't Virgil say, we know him? Does the fact that he didn't include himself mean that he knows something the others don't? Also, when he says as Deceit, is he hinting that other names exist? Later in the video when Patton interrogates Deceit, he asks if that is his real name, and Deceit answers, it is. That could be a lie, or it could be true. They talk about the tension-filled relationship between Deceit and Virgil. The glass house is, quote, really a sign that the two knew each other deeper than the light sides knew Deceit, as if they were a family that was broken up. Quote, the glass houses part is what tripped me. Coming from the saying, people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. This means that you should not criticize other people for bad qualities in their character that you have yourself. Touching back on when Deceit said, it takes a liar to know a liar. This is followed up with a layered, almost vague, back and forth conversation between the two of them. They do actually go into more detail about this whole interaction in their other theory, Virgil isn't what he seems, which I'll make sure to link below inside the description box. So what does this all mean? Virgil is a dark side. He's said to be one. He never really hid it in the first place. Our first few appearances of Virgil are of him being a nuisance for Thomas. He only really becomes a light side after accepting anxiety, when Roman finally gets his act together and accepts him. And then in Intrusive Thoughts, Virgil literally says he's one of them, a dark side. He was, or maybe still even is, a dark side. Another fan theory shown to be true by the big brains of Tumblr. I'm gonna make sure to link both that theory, the ones I covered in the video, and the Tumblr pages that I've talked about as well in the description box. So make sure that you go and support them because they helped so much with this video. So, those were two fan theories that were proven in the episodes after the theories were released. It's really brilliant to see how people can piece together really subtle hints from different episodes to somehow read the insane mind of Joan, Thomas, and Talon, and all the other people who work on Sandersides. Now, hopefully I can edit this video well enough. So, you made it to the end of the video. Well done. How are you? Please tell me in the comments below. So, I'm not sure when part 2 or, well, it's technically part 3 of the Sanderside series is going to come out. It's going to take me a while to edit this one, so it's obviously going to be after this one. Maybe it'll be in the summer. I hope it's not going to take as long as this one. Though when all 4 parts have been released, I'm going to edit them all into a mega Sandersides video and upload it so you don't have to go through every other one of my Hollow Knight and Reddit videos to find them. If you have friends who love Sandersides, make sure to share this video and the previous video. Make sure to like and subscribe. The links to my Patreon and my Twitter in the description. Thank you for being amazing. Stay safe, and bye!